Imagine yourself in early 20th century Iran. The country is undergoing a period of immense change. The winds of modernization are blowing strong, fueled by the discovery of oil and the ambitions of the Shah Mohammad Reza Pahlavi. But beneath the surface, a simmering discontent is brewing. Many Iranians feel that the Shah's modernization efforts are coming at the cost of their traditions and religious values. This is the world that young Ruhollah Khomeini, born in 1902, steps into. Now, Khomeini wasn't your average kid. He was born into a family of religious scholars, and from a young age, he immersed himself in the study of Islam, particularly the Shia branch, which is the dominant religion in Iran. As Khomeini delves deeper, he's exposed to the works of various scholars and philosophers. Some, like the 19th century reformer Jamal al-Din al-Afghani, ignite his passion for Islamic revival. Others, like the classical philosopher Mullah Sadra, shape his understanding of Islamic law and its potential application to governance. But it's not just books that shape Khomeini's vision. He witnesses firsthand the growing frustration of the Iranian people. He sees their anger towards the Shah's increasingly authoritarian rule and the perceived westernization of their society. This is the crucible in which Khomeini's vision begins to take form. He starts to see himself as a voice for the voiceless, a champion of Islamic values in a world seemingly determined to push them aside. But Khomeini's vision wasn't just about tearing down the old. It was about building something new. He envisioned an Islamic republic, one where religious leaders wouldn't just hold spiritual authority, but would also guide the nation's political and social spheres. This concept, known as velayat-e-faqih, became a cornerstone of Khomeini's revolutionary ideology. That's essentially what Khomeini's ideology was. It wasn't just about overthrowing the Shah. It was about constructing a whole new system based on Islamic principles. So, what were the key pillars of this blueprint? Khomeini envisioned a government rooted not in Western models, but in Islamic teachings. He believed in a system guided by Islamic law, Sharia, and led by a religious leader, the velayat-e-faqih, guardianship of the jurist. This leader would act as a caretaker, ensuring the state functioned according to Islamic principles and protected the interests of the people. Khomeini was deeply concerned about social inequality and the gap between the rich and the poor. His ideology emphasized establishing a just and equitable society based on Islamic principles like zakat, obligatory charity, and social welfare programs. He believed everyone deserved basic necessities and opportunities, regardless of their social standing. Khomeini's revolutionary fervor was also fueled by a staunch opposition to Western imperialism, particularly the influence of the United States in the Middle East. He viewed Western powers, especially the U.S., as agents of corruption and oppression who sought to exploit Muslim countries for their own economic and political interests. Khomeini's anti-Western stance struck a chord with many who felt disillusioned with the dominance of Western powers in the region. Khomeini's vision wasn't limited to Iran. He believed in the unity of the global Muslim community, the Ummah. His ideology called for solidarity with Muslims around the world who were facing oppression or struggling against Western domination. Well, for starters, his message resonated with those who felt disillusioned by Western influence and corrupt governments. Here were people yearning for a return to Islamic values and a sense of self-determination. Khomeini's anti-imperialist stance struck a chord, offering an alternative path, an Islamic state. This resonated in places like Algeria, where an Islamist movement, the FIS, gained popularity in the 1980s. In Egypt, there was a rise in Islamist groups like the Muslim Brotherhood. Even in faraway countries like Pakistan and Indonesia, Khomeini's ideas sparked discussions and debates about Islam's role in society. But hold on, it wasn't all smooth sailing. Khomeini was a Shia cleric, and his vision wasn't universally embraced by Sunni-majority nations. In fact, it sometimes created tensions. Khomeini's legacy, however, extends beyond sparking Islamist movements. It also forced governments to reevaluate their relationship with religion. Some rulers incorporated Islamic principles into their policies to appease the public. Khomeini's revolution is still a reference point. Iran, under its Islamic government, continues to support Shia groups in the region. This, of course, has its own set of complexities in the geopolitical landscape. The Iranian Revolution's impact is undeniable. It challenged the status quo, empowered some, and complicated things for others. Whether you agree with its principles or not, it's a significant event that continues to shape the Muslim world, making it a crucial piece of the puzzle when understanding the region today.